Hey everybody, it's Spooky from Armored Talk, and today we are driving a T92 light tank. This is one of the 11 vehicles that was introduced as new in the 0.8 update of Armored Warfare. That update forms the basis of Early Access 5 and has been on the PTS servers for a while now. I am a light tank, so I have a little bit more maneuverability than a lot of others. So I thought I'd come here and see if I can spot people coming across the river. I was able to do that and get a shot off. Light tanks in Armored Warfare are not quite the same as what they are in World of Tanks, and that is oftentimes a scout. The Armored Fighting Vehicle, or AFV, in Armored Warfare plays more of that role. Its camouflage is not destroyed when it's moving, as an example. But that doesn't mean that a light tank can't still use its maneuverability and sometimes view range to get out front and help light up targets. This particular time it worked out well, getting that first shot and some early damage off and slowed them down. Or actually it looks like it made this M41 Bulldog kind of angry with me because he decided to come chase me off my perch. Yeah, I do have a friendly M41 Walker Bulldog coming to help me out, which is good because I actually think that toe-to-toe, the T92 is not really a match for the M41. You know, the whole armor of the T92 is less than half that of the M41. In addition, the M41 has greater damage per minute and a good extra 100 hit points, I believe, because it has over 1,000. And the T92 is just over 900, like 903 or something similar to that. So while they're engaged, hopefully, I decided to flank. I didn't do a good job of sneaking away because he was ready for that maneuver as I took a shot, but I got one into him as well. Now I'm trying to work with my ally to go ahead and have both of us attack this tank. So we're in a 2-on-1 situation. Fortunately, I had some rocks in the way there I didn't really want to encounter, but I'm able to get a shot in, and we make quick work of that enemy Bulldog. So when I first came over to the western side, it looked like I might be the only one, but after being able to get some help, it's looking like the team has an interest in pushing down the 1-2 line. So I'm going to go ahead and start moving forward again, and unfortunately for this M113, he decided to also start moving forward from his side or point of view and encounters two of us. Now, just because we are a tier higher than he is, I would not underestimate the gun that is on the M113. I'm in a light tank and he should be able to pen me just fine. And that autocannon can do quite a bit of damage. But he doesn't get an opportunity to use it because he runs into a pair of tanks that, even though they don't know each other, have been working pretty well here as of late in this game. Go ahead and keep pushing this flank, get some nice distance shots in, and get rid of another enemy. And it's looking like the one line is probably clear, so I see an opportunity to flank a couple enemy vehicles in the middle of the map. I would say I'm class agnostic in that I enjoy playing all classes of vehicles in Armored Warfare and World of Tanks for that matter. I do tend to prefer tanks with a little bit more mobility though. And let's get one into him. I didn't really need to slow down quite as much as I did there. Light tanks in Armored Warfare do have the ability to fire on the move accurately. So I could have and should have kept moving here. It's towards the end of the game, and I could have used a repair kit to get untracked and get out of the line of fire. I think I was thinking it was probably going to cost me too much or cost me more than the repairs. So I decided to be cheap and just go ahead and take some hits and hope for the best. Ended up being okay. The other reason I like mobility generally also is that it lets me get out of bad positions. You know, actually, in looking at this, I probably should have used my repair kit simply because the game was not a foregone conclusion yet, and I needed to not be taking the damage that I did. Live and learn. Every time I watch a game back, I can pick out stuff that I should have done differently. I've switched to HE here simply because if you notice the cursor in the middle of my reticle is red, which indicates that I'm going to have a hard time penning that particular tank. HE is something you want to switch to whenever you're not going to be able to pen somebody, because you'll do at least some damage, Hopefully you'll be able to also injure some crew or damage some modules that would slow down the enemy vehicle as well. Overall, my verdict on the T92 light tank is still out. They may be doing some gameplay balances to this vehicle in upcoming tests, of course. It does not have the greatest amount of hit points and has very little armor. That's why it's classified as a light tank, of course. And premium vehicles overall are supposed to be, middling. They're not supposed to be overpowered for their tier, but they also should not be at the bottom of their tier either as far as performance goes. Their purpose in life is to have the player enjoy playing them if they like that particular tank, but more so to earn credits at a faster rate than similar tanks on their tier. But play the T92 like you would any light. Be careful, provide fire support, don't take hits, get in positions where you are going to be able to damage and soak in those credits. Hopefully you liked the video. If so, give it a thumbs up. It really helps. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Come visit us at armoredtalk.com. And until I see you on the battlefield, have a good day or good night, wherever you are.